Surrounded that hijacked UPS truck, exchanging gunfire with those robbery suspects.
And now the family of the innocent UPS driver who was killed and many others are questioning if police could have handled this in perhaps a different way. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is also live. She's also in Coral Gables with a response from the department's top cop there. Christina.
And I think you can remember yesterday, you could really see that community concern bubbling up as soon as those live images were going out. You know, we had an opportunity today to speak to a former police officer that really is uniquely positioned to both speak to the concerns we're hearing from some members of the community and to the law enforcement perspective. And really the key takeaway he wants to send out is a cautionary warning to not rush to judgment until we have all the facts and evidence in place on this case. The public's reaction to yesterday's shootout was swift on social media. This Twitter user summarizing the question on the minds of so many. Why shoot at the UPS truck knowing the driver was being held hostage and during rush hour with so many people stuck in traffic? Here's Miami-Dade Police Department Director Juan Perez.
No one got up in that morning yesterday and decided that they were going to take 2 innocent lives. We don't even know whose round struck them right now.
And I'm telling you, this is a police officer's nightmare.
Richard Diaz is uniquely positioned to address the thorny questions law enforcement will be fielding from investigators and the public.
I can tell you right now, based on what I've seen, that I can make a case on either side here to defend the officer's actions and to criticize them.
The attorney who represents plaintiffs in police use of force cases is also a former Miami-Dade police officer.
So this is a police officer here.
Reviewing Sky 10 video, cell phone video, and what we have learned from investigators, he says you have the law enforcement argument that this escalating threat required swift action to save lives.
We have people shot in the jewelry store. These people are heavily armed. They're brazen. They committed, this is a truck jacking, okay? They took a person hostage. These are real serious criminals.
Then you have this perspective. Should police have stopped their pursuit?
They were not running cars off the road and they were not ramming cars or shooting people. That makes it more difficult for the police to justify the continued pursuit.
He says they could have monitored the truck with air support and wait to close in when there were less people around.
It's a miracle that more people were not injured or killed.
Another key question, who fired first?
That's a real critical question because if the police fired first, that's a problem for them. If the subjects fired first, that makes it more justifiable. You return fire if you're fired upon.
And so there you're really getting a window into some of the considerations that investigators are going to be looking into, right? Some of the outstanding questions. The FBI is the lead here. Meantime, our coverage on this is really expansive on local10.com, and I want to direct you that way because there you will hear from former state and federal prosecutor David Weinstein about the next legal steps in this case. For now, reporting live for you in Coral Gables, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.